You can see waves. Now, I believe we will get to them and be able to show you them live, but I want to get you to some video of people at the Casablanca Inn, the bed and breakfast just ahead. We couldn't get to them through our car, so I just shot a video with my iPhone, talking with them, making sure they're okay. There's 20 people holed up in there. They manage that bed and breakfast. They say they're okay. They're just going to keep moving up floors as needed. They have plenty of food and water, but they are getting concerned because, as you'll see in that video, and as you can see out here, the water is rising, and it is almost in there because of the storm surge. That first floor, I would guess, is going to be a real mess in a matter of minutes, even before high tide. Guys, if you can work with me and come back out live, I can show you the Best Western Bayfront here. Stop, Tim. Stop, stop, stop. You can see, look at this. That's that yellow building. Water is going in there, right in there. Okay? That's what's happening here across the...
Well, people, the weather people said that Hurricane Matthews was going to boomerang back down south and miss Virginia altogether. It don't look like to me that it boomeranged. Jesus Christ. Yeah, this is lovely. This ain't gonna be no tech video.
Here's the Jupiter inlet.
Because
where we're at here. Bear with us. Being bounced around, believe me, a lot up here. We're trying our best to give you the shot here. So we're gonna come up the Jupiter area. Go try and get to the coastline, but if we can't, we can only show you what we can show you here. Zoom in here. Okay, one quick second. There we go. And Harbor Place, I think, yeah, right in here, this area. No damage. No damage. Even the roadways, even the side streets. This is very, very good news to see this. You have US 1 in this area. Look at that. Not seeing any heavy damage or any type of debris on the roadways. Not saying that there isn't any, but so far so good as we continue to go northward. We're traveling through. There's the Jupiter Inlet. Right over here is where they did some beach nourishment here. I got to try and show you that real quick. And it's looking good. I mean, we can't see the beach. I see the shoreline. It's looking good there. Sorry I'm bouncing it around. I apologize for that. Usually we're as steady as can be, but we just had a hurricane go through, and it's still very turbulent up here. We're just trying to do the best we can to show you what we can as fast as we can. But here, let me show you the Jupiter Lighthouse. Let's see if the Jupiter Lighthouse has any damage up to it. No, it's looking beautiful. I'm not seeing a tile out of place or any of the limbs not damaged at all. We'll go down to the base of the lighthouse. Look at that, tree limbs fine, just as fine as can be. We are so lucky that our damage here is minimal, extremely minimal. We're traveling north along the shoreline here. We just passed the Jupiter Inlet area, coming up to Hope Sound, and soon we'll be at the Stewart area around Bathtub Beach. That area known for being just washed out completely. I remember for Gene and Francis, the whole area was just demolished. I'm talking, the docks were demolished. You had boats everywhere, sand along the roadways. As a matter of fact, the roadway that goes right by Bathtub Beach was completely covered in sand by the overwash from the storm that went by. That was Gene and Francis. But now we're traveling up. You can see definitely the water's still churned up. I mean, look at how brown it is, and it gets like that. It actually gets like that up here in the Hope Sound area. When you get a storm, when you get a nor'easter or a strong low pressure that comes through, you're going to get this type of condition along the Atlantic, and it'll go out maybe about a half mile, maybe a mile or so, and then you get back to clear water. You got the right out there is the Gulf Stream. Take it there. That's looking towards the east out into the Gulf Stream as we travel north along the coastline here of Hope Sound. Getting close to Hope Sound here, and we're just battling the conditions here. It's not nice up here right now, but we're showing you the best we can. This is getting up to Hope Sound here. We'll come up to Bridge Road, and the beach is looking great. It really survived. It really hung tough here. Let's check out here. I mean, I remember this had sand all over this, and look at that, clear as can be. No snap trees. Looking good along the coastline so far. That doesn't mean there's no broken trees or no damage done. There's definitely some of that somewhere, but the majority of what we're seeing, the majority of everything we've looked at, it looks like we dodged the bullet. We have good news instead of bad news, which is definitely what you want to hear. I'd rather be reporting this than some catastrophe, believe me. So we're coming up to Hope Sound, and let me see, there's, where are we at? That's Bridge Road, should be Bridge Road. Yep, there's Bridge Road in beautiful Hope Sound. Just got to show you that pretty bridge there. But this takes you over from 95, you take Bridge Road, and this gets you to the coastline. And you have the wildlife refuge at the end of here, the end of Hope Sound. It's a wildlife refuge, which is a beautiful federal park. We'll see how that fared, but there's Hope Sound Beach. And this area, Hope Sound Beach, I mean, just look at right there. There's the coastline. You can see it as much as I can. It's just, it survived. It didn't get punished heavily. Not seeing major beach erosion. Water's churned up from the sand, absolutely. I've seen this on northeasters as we have storms, but so far we're doing really good. I mean, compared to what this could be, this is beautiful. Let's check out the golf course here. Okay, I got some ponding there on the golf course there. Again, an extra water hazard being provided by Mother Nature. But again, the whole golf course is not flooded. We can see the golf course. We can see the roadways. And again, that's a good point here. I know Hope Sound, we have some manufactured homes in the Hope Sound area. Which we've had damage before from tornadoes in past. And I'll just zoom in here. Give me a second. Let me get the camera working. But let's see how they did it. Now, we've been up here before where tornado damage has gone through these mobile home parks here. And I'm telling you, you can see it. I don't really have to tell you much. The picture says it all right there. No major damage. No catastrophic damage. Looking good. This is one of the mobile homes, the manufactured home parks in Hope Sound, which has had damage before during some bad storms that we've gone through throughout the years. Zoom back here real quick. That's US 1 there. Zoom back out here just a little bit. You got another golf course over there, which has a little extra water on it. Well, actually, that's part of the golf course, but you can see right there, right on the fairway, a little bit of extra water, which we're seeing, which is good. I mean, you actually can see the golf course, so there's no major flooding. Looks like the manufactured homes are doing well here. Let's see how the docks did in terms of storm surge here in the Hope Sound area, right along the intercoastal waterway here. Let's zoom in here. Not bad. Oh, that is beautiful. I mean, that's a sight you want to see. Instead of seeing boats that are up into the grass, instead of seeing boats that are along the roadways, you're seeing boats that are moored and in their place, and they survived a good, strong storm that came through. This is just as good as it gets right here compared to what it could have been, major catastrophe. We're just, look at that. You got some storm, you got the high tide here, and it's low tide right now, but you definitely had a high tide coming here. And right there, that's up to the top. But again, the seawall is intact. I've seen hurricanes come by where the seawalls are gone and the docks are destroyed and boats are all over into the roadways. We're not seeing that now so far, coming up from Broward all the way up into the Palm Beaches. Now we're into the Treasure Coast, Martin County area. And oh boy, hey, look at this. Got some rough weather up ahead here, but that's coming up the Stewart. That's the St. Lucie Inlet right here. I'll try to zoom in here. Now right around the corner here, this is going to be something that we can really tell. That's Bathtub Beach. This will let us know how we did up here in the Treasure Coast, definitely in the Martin County, going into Port St. Lucie, Jensen Beach area. But here's the St. Lucie Inlet, and wouldn't you know it, we got some bad weather here. I'll zoom in over here. I know the airport, Stewart Airport's over there. Hey, don't forget the Stewart Air Show will be here in a month or so, but we'll be up there with Chopper 5. But there's the Stewart Airport. I'm trying to give you the best shot I can, but I mean, it's stormy weather still up here. Let me try to get you right over here. That is the St. Lucie Inlet. We just left the Hope Sound Refuge right here.
This is getting very, very deep out here. Again, you can see waves. Now, I believe we will get to them and be able to show you them live, but I want to get you to some video of people at the Casablanca Inn, the bed and breakfast just ahead. We couldn't get to them through our car, so I just shot a video with my iPhone, talking with them, making sure they're okay. There's 20 people holed up in there. They manage that bed and breakfast. They say they're okay. They're just going to keep moving up floors as needed. They have plenty of food and water, but they are getting concerned because, as you'll see in that video, and as you can see out here, the water is rising and it is almost in there because of the storm surge. That first floor, I would guess, is going to be a real mess in a matter of minutes, even before high tide. Guys, if you can work with me and come back out live, I can show you the Best Western Bayfront here. Stop, Tim. Stop, stop, stop. You can see, look at this. That's that yellow building. Water is going in there, right in there. Okay? That's what's happening here across the...
Well, people, the weather people said that Hurricane Matthews was going to boomerang back down south and miss Virginia altogether. It don't look like to me that it boomerang. Jesus Christ.